Robert Gleason Jr. is opting for the electric chair for the first time since 2010. Robert Gleason Jr. is a Virginia prisoner who strangled 2 inmates in prison, and he's promised, basically, he said, I'm going to keep killing unless you give me the electric chair on January 16th, 2013. He's killed a total of 3 people now. He has waived all state and federal appeals. He would be the first prisoner to die in the electric chair since 2010. Now, he told the Associated Press, I did the crime, and this is the punishment. It is what it is. I ain't going to go kill a bunch of people and say, oh, don't do that to me. Inmates in Virginia have a choice between electrocution or lethal injection. Certainly, as we know, most choose lethal injection, Lewis. He was serving a life term for murder, and he killed his cellmate. The way he did it was he was actually, I guess they were locked in individual cages. Even though they were cellmates, they were in different cages. And Gleason convinced his cellmate to, I guess he needed to test the length on a necklace that he was making. So through the cage, he put it around his cellmate and then just strangled him. And I guess it took about an hour because, as you can imagine, you can't get that much leverage through the cage that they were in. I don't know. Incredibly gruesome. And he's basically just saying, I murdered a man cold-bloodedly. I planned it. I'm going to do it again. It needs to be stopped. Put me on death row, give me the electric chair. And he's repeated these threats in court. What do you think?
I think, isn't there a way to put him in complete isolation? If he's going to get the death sentence anyway, then okay.
My understanding is now he actually has been moved into 23-hour isolation.
All right. Well, I don't know what to say about it.
Is this a case, even though you're against the death penalty, are you for it in this case? You know, people always say, anybody who's against the death penalty, we can find a situation where they'd be for it.
No, I'm still not for it in this case. If he gets sentenced to death because of these extra killings, fine. Put him to death.
Okay.
Give him the chair. If not, the prison needs to make sure that he cannot do this again.
What do you think, Natan? Even in cases where... Now, the idea that he's asking for the death penalty doesn't mean anything because anybody
I think it does.
What's that?
I think it's all about that. This is a guy who's asking for the death penalty. Clearly, the best way of punishing him for that is not to give it to him.
Oh, so you think that the fact that he's asking for it is actually a reason not to give it to him?
Absolutely. Isn't the worst punishment, if he wants to die, for him not to die is the perfect punishment? I mean, don't you think?
It's an interesting point.
I agree with Natan, yeah. And that's why I think unless he's legally sentenced to death, he should be in a place where he cannot do this to anyone. Don't give him the opportunity.
All right.
Keep him in a cell, if it's legal, 24 hours a day.